I've been using the TDO system for several years now, and some of the things that I like best about it is, first and foremost, I like the support system that I have that's integrated right into the program. Anytime I have a problem with my system, or I'm trying to figure out how to do something better, or maybe even just have a question right then and there within just a few minutes or sometimes seconds, somebody's dialed into my computer, and being able to look real time with what I'm looking at and helping me solve that issue, or telling me how to do that thing that I'm trying to do that I want to do better. Another thing that I like, and this is important, I think, from a standpoint of even internal marketing, is being able to customize our reports. I'm able to make the report that reflects my doctor and our practice better than just a standard report that you can just get. I think it's really nice to have our logo and our touch on those reports. One of the things we've been using the last few years is having the ability to have our patients register online. And what a great thing that is. My patients that come in that have been able to do that are always raving about how wonderful that was, that they were able to get that information. They were able to find their insurance card. They were able to find their medications without having to remember that in my office. And it also is great because when they come in for their appointment time, it takes me 2 or 3 minutes to get their signature, and then they are sitting in the doctor's chair. And I think that that is a real plus, because we don't like to have our patients sit in our waiting room. Another thing that I like, and I always tell everybody who comments about the fact that we're an electronic office, is that I have never in 9 years lost a chart. And if you've been in dentistry at any time, or any kind of doctor's office, you know somebody's always looking for a chart, can never find a chart. And I have never had to look for a chart, because even if I can't remember the patient's last name, I can look them up by first name, or I can put in 1 or 2 letters, and there they are, and I have it right then and there. I am not the most computer literate person. I am not electronically savvy, and I will tell you that this is the program that was so easy for me to learn. When I first started 9 years ago, I was extremely intimidated because of other computer programs that I had used that were very difficult, and I had it down pat within a couple of weeks of being able to start with it. And so I think that that is a really wonderful concept. People who are computer literate should pick it up in a day or two, and it didn't take me long at all. And one of the newest things that we have available to us, which I think is fabulous, is TDO Mobile on my iPhone. Just a week or so ago, I was visiting some of our referring doctors, and they had some questions about a patient or two that we had been seeing, and were so very impressed that I was able to get my phone and look it up and tell them when their appointment was, tell them where we were in that patient's treatment, and when that patient was ready to come back to them. And they were also excited about that. I had one office who went and got 3 of the other girls to come up and look at it and rave about how that ability. And there's been a time or two even on the weekend, I either wanted to reach a patient and check on how they were doing, or I remembered something about that patient, and I was able to look them up and either give them a call or write a note to myself that I was able to take care of that thing that I was thinking about on Monday morning. And I think that's wonderful. I've used 2 or 3 different programs in my term in dentistry, and this is by far the easiest and most accessible one that I've ever used.